I'm doing fine, I'm feeling great. You're not my fan, you can't relate. Straight talk going, stays not safe. Before you cross me, look both ways. Leaving the scene with no trace, none in my league. You out of place, I'm not at the top, I'm outer space. Can't eat with us, we're out of place. I'm doing fine, I'm feeling great. You're not my fan, you can't relate. Straight talk going, state to state.
All right, guys, it's your host, your boy, George Mackay, back for, again, another on-location interview with another Super Kick star. Let me welcome to Straight Talk Wrestling for the first time, but not the last, the Super Kick champion, Jesse V. How are you, sir?
Good, man. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. I was honored and able to call a match and introduce you, which was pretty damn cool. How did I do in my first ring announcing gig? You can be honest.
Not bad. Yeah, we could use some practice, but not bad.
Okay, I'll take that. That's not a diss.
First time.
Right. I popped my ring announce cherry and it was okay. I didn't make too many basic mistakes.
No, you're good.
So you're a girl dad like me.
Yeah.
You've got a little one. You got another one on the way. Congratulations on that. That's amazing. What's the coolest thing about being a girl dad for you?
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure going to be able to beat up their boyfriends is going to be all right. But that moment when they're like giving you a hug and they need that daddy time, Jesse V turns off and it's dad time. So.
Absolutely. The late night snuggles when they can't sleep. Or have you experienced monster hunting yet?
Monster hunting?
Yes.
She hunts the Green Goblin. She likes Spider-Man.
She likes Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Good choice. Very strong, nerdy guy. So you know he's not gonna. If he tends to like that type of gentleman going forward, you know that he's not gonna get too ambitious in terms of trying to.
We'll see. I probably still won't like it.
No, absolutely, I won't like it either. But when my daughter was younger, we used to do monster hunting.
Okay.
So monster hunting was a thing where I had to like pretend to have a laser.
Gotcha.
Or a phaser, if you will, and I had to go around in each crevice of her room, under her bed, in her closet, check behind the curtains. She even used to make me pull the dresser out just to make sure there was no monsters around the room. Mm-hmm. If I did pretend to see one, I would phase them out rather quickly.
Gotcha.
So it's almost like being your own personal Ghostbuster.
Yeah.
But you don't get the proton pack, which kind of stinks.
Yeah, that's all right.
Because everybody would like a proton pack.
Yeah, I agree.
So what's it like for being back to wrestling as it is, coming out of this pandemic, getting together for shows like this, seeing everybody again after such a long break in between shows the last couple times?
I mean, we never stopped. The Super Kick guys never stopped.
Yes.
But it's nice to be able to go out, travel again, back on the road. Me and Wheeler are out everywhere, going to the States a lot. So it's nice to see everybody just kind of be in a group again is what I'd like to say about it. So
absolutely. And you're also doing Jacques Rougeau's Wrestling Académie thing, right?
Tomorrow Jacques picking me up from the airport. So
that's fantastic. So that's if anybody doesn't know, it's a great competition that Jacques is putting on, where the winners get I believe it's a 3-month training at the Nightmare Factory.
Yeah, and $5,000.
$5,000.
So vote for Jesse V.
Vote for Jesse V. That's right. I will definitely be voting for Jesse V. Got to keep Ontario representing. What's it like though in terms of like competitions like this? Does anything like this kind of make you anxious? Because a lot of these opponents you may have not faced before, so scouting would be hard to come by.
I'm just there to wrestle, man. It doesn't bother me. I'll wrestle anybody. I'll make it work. So nerves, nope. I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to wrestle, and what'll be, will be.
Fair enough.
Keep doing my thing.
Fair enough. Now, I got to ask you another thing for being a girl dad. I don't know about you, but going through 2 daughters now, one at 13 who doesn't do tea parties anymore, and one at 6 who's just getting out of that tea party phase. Have you had your nails painted? Have you worn a crown and a boa? Because I have done all 3, and I'm not ashamed to admit that.
No, we actually put on wrestling shirts, and she'll hit me with a wrestling belt. So that's our life, man. Nice. Spider-Man and wrestling. So she's my little tomboy right now.
I love that. That's cool, right? Yeah. My 6-year-old's in the same phase. Right now, she's very competitive with Mario Kart.
Okay.
If she can't beat me at Mario Kart, like the temper tantrums are hardcore, man.
Gotcha.
Like I've had to replace a controller or 2 because she smashed them on the ground pretty damn good.
Gets expensive.
It does get expensive. Everything's expensive nowadays, right? Like you can't even go out for coffee anymore. No. It's like $25 for the family to have 4 coffees and a couple donuts. So what does Jesse V do on downtime in terms of when you're not wrestling, you've got the family, let's say the kids are, you know, your young one's in bed, the other one is still, as we said, it's still coming. What do you guys do for downtime? Do you guys, like, what do you and the missus do? Like, what are your shows? What's Jesse V and the missus into in terms of TV, music? Maybe it's just sitting out on the porch drinking, she's drinking water, you're drinking a glass of wine. I don't know. What do you do for downtime when it's just mom and dad?
Man, there is no downtime when it's mom and dad. If I'm not traveling on the weekends, like, we'll sit there and put on anything. We'll usually fall asleep. Right now, she's young. My wife's pretty pregnant, so right now there's not much downtime at all to enjoy things. But before the kids, we would indulge in a TV show or 2 and maybe go to a movie, but I don't remember what that's like, so.
Trust me, it doesn't get any easier as they get older. Then it's trying to get them to go to bed.
Correct.
When they're this age now, it's great because, okay, it's bedtime. It's time for you to go to bed. But when they're older, it's time for you to go to bed. Well, I got to do this. I forgot to do my homework. Trust me, teenage years are not fun.
Yeah, not looking forward to it.
Yeah, they come around the corner very quickly. You see, I used to have a hairline like you, Jess. Now look at it. It's thinning backwards. A couple more questions, and I'll let you go enjoy the rest of today. But being a champion, you always got your bullseye on your back. You always got people gunning for that championship belt. Is there anyone in the Superkick roster or any type of open challenge field, somebody that you haven't tangled with in the ring yet, that if they came to you and said, I want a shot at the Superkick title, you would indulge them?
Man, I'm ready for anybody. Let's do it. I'd love to take on Chambers, though.
Oh, the half-baked kid, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Have you guys not ever had a match?
Never one-on-one. We've always had some stuff, but I'd love to have that one-on-one match with Chris Chambers.
I think we got to make that change.
One day.
We're going to make that change. Well, Chambers actually interrupted Mark Wheeler's conversation with me earlier, and they did a flex-off. Now, you weren't there, but if you want to get in on that, just give him... Yeah, look at that, look at that. You got Terry Crews going on right there. So, what is the biggest thing about 2022 as we get halfway through the year? You've got Wrestling Academy coming up. You said you're getting booked frequently. What is one of the things you're looking forward to as this year we go into the second half of this year?
You know, man, Superkick has had to be on the shelf for 2 years because of COVID. And Superkick's ready to pop off worldwide, so that's what I'm looking forward to.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. I love the Superkick product. I've been out to a few shows, but being able to ring announce, like you said, for the first time wasn't bad. Still got some ring rust to do for sure.
Yeah, by the end of the day, you'll be good.
By the end of the day, I'll have it all down like a rocket science. Now, in terms of the Superkick roster, other than Chris Chambers, is there anybody else you wouldn't mind tangling if they came up to you? Like, what about, you got a good relationship with Stratos, you got a good relationship with Wheeler, but if one of them came to you and said, I want a shot at the title, would you indulge that?
Let's make it a triple threat.
Oh! Would you? That would be a barn burner of a match.
Any day, man. Any day.
Any day. What about like stipulation type stuff, like ladders, tables? Are you opposed to any of that kind of stuff, or just classic?
I don't know if you caught it last night. It was a dog collar match last night.
I didn't catch it last night, but I heard about that.
Yeah. So.
What's a dog collar match like? I mean, other than being completely brutal.
It's a sore neck, my friend. Sore neck. So, yeah, I'm down for whatever.
As long as
any weapon, you got it.
You got to be the best. You got to take on all challengers and stipulations.
You got it.
Is there any stipulation match that you haven't done yet?
Give me a cage. I need a cage.
Steel cage.
Yeah.
Not like a Hell in the Cell, just a classic old school steel cage.
Either one. Give me one. I'd rather the big blues, but yeah, either one I'll take on.
But do you like the cage format now with the refs in the ring and you can submit or count out, or you want the classic, you got to go over?
No, over the top for sure.
Over the top and out. Like, that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
You got to beat the man in the ring where you have a chance to become...
Not even a door. Get rid of the door.
Get rid of the door, just over the top. See, there's a classic... What's your favorite cage match of all time?
Mankind Triple H was pretty good in '97, and then I always liked the Big Boss Man and Hulk Hogan from Saturday Night Main Event.
I got to go even older with that. One of my favorite cage matches, Bret versus Owens, SummerSlam after WrestleMania 10.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That one was one of those. That was one of those slow burner stories because kids, we were spoiled. We weren't as spoiled as kids are nowadays. They got a pay-per-view every month. We had to wait 3 months back in the day for pay-per-views for storylines to finish up.
No, never mind 3 months. Another 6 months for the VHS to come out.
That's right. Oh, we're really aging ourselves. VHS. Did you ever get them on beta? I used to have beta too.
No, I didn't have beta, but I know beta.
You know betas. See, it's so much easier now, being a kid. They can just go on Netflix or anything like that, eh? Man,
One click.
If I could be born again, I would be born in this century because everything is easily attainable.
You learn a lot more, though.
You do. Actually, I was talking to Stratos about some of the old school stuff we used to do. Did you ever hang out at a Tim Hortons for like 6 hours with your car back in the day?
All the time.
All the time?
All the time.
What kind of car did you have back in the 90s?
I had an Acura. Well, it wasn't the 90s. I'm not there.
Mid-2000. Sorry, my apologies.
An Acura EL.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, an old one.
Yeah, I had it. My first car was a 91 Pontiac Sunbird.
Nice.
And it had a yellow racing stripe down the side that I painted myself, and it looked horrible.
That's older than most of the wrestlers on the roster.
Absolutely, right absolutely. Yeah, that was my first car. I paid $800 for it.
There you go.
I could only fill the gas tank half full.
Yeah.
And the back brakes did not work.
So you wouldn't get to fill it at all now.
No, I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
It's too damn risky. Isn't it crazy how inflation has changed so much over time? You remember things being just something simple 2 years ago to where they are now.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's very hard for people to survive in this day and age.
Yeah, especially with 2 kids.
Yeah, 2 kids traveling all the time.
So vote for Jesse V at Academy so I get that money.
Absolutely.
Buy my merch.
2 more questions and I'm going to let you go. In terms of Jesse V and everything you've accomplished thus far, but with more to go, is there anything that you have kind of on your bucket list that you're working towards, maybe not have obtained yet?
Japan. I'm going to go to Japan. That's my goal. I want to go to Japan. I'll even take Mexico, but I'm ready to go to Japan. I think I think I'll do really well there.
I absolutely do too. Do the pec thing again.
Yeah, one of these.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you definitely, and Japanese, the culture over there is so different. They're very respectful of the wrestlers and all the stuff that the wrestlers do. Is it odd to you, the juxtaposition between North American fans and Japanese fans?
Just a different style, man. When people meet Ontario wrestlers, it's a different style. So
that's true.
Yeah,
Ontario wrestlers
like to go.
Ontario wrestlers do like to go.
Yeah,
they like to leave it all out there. They absolutely do. What about Josh Alexander? Have you had the option to face Josh Alexander at any point?
I was supposed to wrestle Josh at Alpha 1 right before COVID kicked in. Yeah. So I missed out on that, but I've given Josh a powerbomb.
And how was that?
He took it.
He took it,
He had no choice. But I respect Josh, and I would love to tie up with him.
Absolutely. I could see you and him going at it for the Impact World title.
Let's go.
That would be it. See, look at that. I just booked it. I should be your manager.
There you go.
10%?
Sure. We'll see what happens.
We'll see where it goes. All right. My final question. I've been asking all the wrestlers today to do something to me because this is exciting for me, getting back to talk to wrestlers live in action. I got a chop from Wheeler. I got my finger broken from Stratosphere. What do you want to do to me? Want to give me a headlock? Do you want to give me a chop?
I'm more of a full Nelson kind of guy.
Okay.
Here, so
all right.
Let's go.
All right. Here we go. How do we? All right. Oh. All right. I didn't last very long, did I? All right. And would you be willing to play a game with me real quick?
What's that?
So 2 options. I'm going to give you one or the other. Something simple, like Apple or Android, and you just pick whichever comes to your mind first. 5 questions. Ready? Yeah. Okay. Ice cream cake or birthday cake?
Ice cream cake.
Pizza or burgers?
Pizza.
Rap music from the 90s or rap music now?
90s.
Good choice. Tupac or Biggie?
Ooh, Biggie.
PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Look at that. It's that simple. Jesse D, thank you for being on Straight Talk Wrestling for the first time, and it won't be the last.
Perfect.
Peace out, man. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to tune in next week for another great episode on all available podcast platforms and hosted on Podbean. Also, check us out on YouTube at Straight Talk Wrestling, on Instagram at Straight Talk Wrestling, on Facebook at Straight Talk Wrestling, and on Twitter at _Straight Talk. And if you feel the need to buy some sweet merch, check us out on ProWrestlingTees.com.
Leaving the scene with no trace, not in my league. You out of place. I'm not at the top. I'm outer space. Can't eat with us. We're out of place. I'm doing fine. I'm feeling great. You're not my fan. You can't relate. Straight talk going state to state.